Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. We are into build day 34. It's build day 34 of the construction of the pool project in the backyard of Villa Feliz. Anyway, so today I think we're going to be doing some more tile work, and we'll get in and look at what the foreman and his workers are doing here this morning in just a moment. Well, anyway, let's get to that moment. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Well, we are kind of where we left off yesterday, and it had to do with the surprise that we were installing some tiles inside. So this morning, guys made up a little bit of adhesive, and the adhesive compound, for those of you who are unaware, is what you need to stick the tile up. The way they do it here is they mix up straight Portland cement. It's only straight Portland cement. They make it into a consistency of what you see right there, and this is what they use for the tile adhesive that you see up against the wall right here. Now, I'm not familiar with pool building, so I can't tell you about mixtures and ratios and the recipes that they use. I imagine it's quite different from what you would use, say, like on doing a backsplash for your tile on your kitchen. They have specific blends for tile adhesive, but it kind of looks like, when you open the bag up, it kind of looks like the same thing that you see in a bag of Portland cement, but maybe a different color. Anyway, so that's where they are. This morning, the first thing they're doing, they're cleaning out all the grout run inside. So any of the excess adhesive from the Portland cement mix they're getting out. So when they do the grout inside there, the mixture of the adhesive won't stick through. So we'll have a clean grout. Also, starting on this side, you see over here, I think they're going to do another layer of tile. I suspect the objective today is going to be to do this entire base section, maybe this entire section over here, up to the point where they are going to have to do the interface here between the tile and the Ardal stone that's going to go for the base of the pedestal. Well, we'll keep an eye on this, put the time lapse on here, and we'll see what these guys can get accomplished in as many hours. Now, you probably noticed we got a small crew today. I think we have a crew of 3, very small crew, and this is mainly because I believe today the focus is on tiling. There are many other things that need to be done, but the company also is installing pools in the area. I think they have about 3 or 4 other pool projects that are going on simultaneously as we are doing the pool project here at Villa Feliz. So right now it looks like we are in tile mode today, and then we have a lot of stuff that still needs to be done. We have a lot of concreting work that still needs to be done, specifically, like I said, around the base, the pedestal of the bridge. So I think what they're doing, if I understand it, my logic is they're bringing the tile as far as they can go to that point, so that when they interface and clean off all that area between the pedestal and the tile, it's a nice, clean, straight interface. Hey, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So while the guys are over there working on the pool, and there's not really much that I can do except for cover tile installation, so nothing much more interesting right now. I just wanted to focus. Notice I'm looking at my tomato cage here. And this tomato cage I built to keep the birds out, because when this was a seedling about this big, 3 times I set it out here in the raised bed garden, and 3 times they ate all the leaves off of it. They destroyed it down, and it just keeps coming back. Well, anyway, this tomato cage is about at the end of its usefulness for keeping the birds away. We're going to have to take this off here pretty soon. I got to tell you, well, let's go ahead and raise it up now. Let's take a look at the tomato plant. I've been raising this tomato for like 6 months now. Believe it or not, normally in about 30 days it should be huge, and everybody kept telling me, well, you don't want to put it in any place that's really moist. Well, I stuck it from a place that wasn't moist into this raised bed garden that gets a lot of water, and it seems to be doing great right now. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to try to get some bamboo, make a little bit of a cage around it with some strings or something, and we'll support it as it's growing so we can grab on. All the tomatoes will go over the string and support the weight of the tomatoes as it grows. But it seems like it's doing really good right here. So I had to Release it. I released it from its cage. Okay, let's see if the birds, hopefully the birds don't come and start eating all of these good plants here. We'll keep an eye on this. Now, since we were just talking about tomato plants, I just want to show you something. This is another tomato plant. This is a different variety. And I just threw some seeds inside this mango pot right here. And actually, this is in bad shape. It was doing really good before any of the typhoons that just came through here. And I keep propping it up. And anyway, we're not talking about mangoes. We're talking about seedlings, tomato plants, and different ways that maybe you can find success of planting things in your backyard, on your patio, your terrace. Anyway, I planted some seeds. This is a tomato plant, and it's about to that stage where we can transplant it now and put it inside the cage over by the raised bed garden over there as well. But if you have a smaller or limited area space and you don't want to go out and buy these little fancy places to put your seeds and let them germinate and start growing, you can actually do it. Just throw it inside whatever pot that you have available around your house. That's what we did here, and that seems to be working quite well. Well, it is after lunch, and let's go down inside the pool. Again, today is looks like a tile day. Let's take a look and see how much of the back wall in the 5-foot section is done. And from the ground level, from the floor level, up to the layer that they did yesterday, you can see lots of blue in here. Oh, I love the color of this mosaic tile. Alright, so now that we are caught up on this side in the 5-foot section without doing the upper band, they still got the upper band to do. It's pretty much all the way from side to side, and also back on this side. That's pretty much set as well. Now you can see the contrasting. I gotta tell you, I really like the contrasting, especially from the side. It gets a little bit darker when you look at it from the side here. And now just imagine, and you'll see very shortly, this will all be filled in before close of business today. This will be a lighter color from the darker color over there with a stone bridge in between that will divide, so you don't have an abrupt change of the light color water look is what it will look like light color water to the darker, which signifies a deeper section of the swimming pool. I think this is gonna come out very nice. What I did, we stopped by S&R just the other day, and I made a mistake. I got the wrong umbrella. This was a very inexpensive beach umbrella, and I didn't look at the measurements because I didn't know they make rectangular umbrellas. Now this umbrella right here, I thought it was round, the round type that you normally see at a beach, like the other ones that we have, like the one we have up there on the top lanai, and the ones that we normally have here before the typhoon snapped them off. But I'm not sure. The jury is out right now on whether the rectangular type of umbrella will stay there or will go with the rounded one. I don't know. I don't know. So the nice thing about this one that I like is this one is those kinds that you can switch over. You know, you can do it at an angle. Our other ones do not do this right here, but I still would like to do this on the rounded one. Again, it was inexpensive, and I guess you get what you pay for sometimes. And I don't have it anchored down, that's why it's kind of spinning with the wind right now. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. This is our test of how the umbrella will sit inside the stand. Let me go ahead and move it back up. Anyway, so there you go. It'll look a lot better with some lounge chairs inside, and the rest of the pool with the rest of the tiles. What do you think?
It's just cute, and I love what it does. It bends like that. It's cute.
Now yesterday we didn't do a drone flyover, mainly because I forgot. I was so busy with so many things yesterday with catch-up mode, I wasn't able to do the drone shot. Again, I forgot. So one of our subscribers, Art Carlson, said, "James, I'm bringing it up to your attention. You forgot to do the drone shot yesterday. Why?" I forgot. So anyway, today it looks like we're getting ready to get a storm coming through. The wind is starting to pick up. I don't know how well the drone will handle right now with this, and it's starting to rain a bit. I can feel some droplets. So I'm going to try real quick to get a drone bird's eye view. I'm not sure how much you're going to see with that tarp back over there, the tarp and the umbrella here. We'll try doing it real quick. Let's go do it right now.
James is about to close today's episode, and he has something to tell you. Don't be shy.
All right, well, as Ness just alluded to, it's one of those kind of things. Some days you take 2 steps forward and 0 steps back. Some days you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And sometimes you do 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Well, we were pretty successful today. We took, I'm going to say we took 2 steps forward, but we took 1 step backwards at the end of the day. And, well, I'm going to turn the camera around and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. All right, well, anyway, do you see anything different right now than what you saw earlier with the drone flight and the progress that we're doing? Oh, are you saying that there's no more tiles on this wall? Well, yeah, we had a little setback. We had a problem with the vendor. The people who supply our tiles, and we ended up getting 3 different types of tiles. We got 3 different batch numbers, 3 different stock numbers of tiles, And as they were going up, we started seeing some differences. Maybe you caught it earlier, and I know you would have sent me a message that says, James, you have different tiles inside there. And indeed we did. If you look on the side of a box, let's see, I don't know if this box has it. It's not, oh yeah, here. So on the side of a box, when you order tiles, there's going to be a date of manufacture. You can see this one says February 5th, 2018, or the 2nd of May, 2018, however you read the date number. Then there's like a stock number, and then there is a batch number, basically like a model. This one says Mesh 5062. Well, when we started putting some tiles, or the pool guy started putting tiles up there, we noticed something was a little bit different. Actually, this is the name of the tile right over here, the Celadon Cobalt. And although you might have this, the Celadon Cobalt, you might have different batches that have different variations of color, tone, or a little bit of a style different. And that's what we had. We had 3 different numbers. We had Mesh 5062, Mesh 5066, and Mesh 5068. Somehow, the company that sold our team the tile, they ended up giving us 3 different. One was very bright, and I'll show you in pictures as I'm talking. One is a very bright color, or very light color blue. One is a darker, and you can see it's obvious in a darker. And I don't have the third one, but you saw it up on the wall. It was the one that had different shades. Like you see, these have different shades. It has light, dark, and some in between light and dark. So that's what we had. We had 3 different variations of that specific model of tile. So we ended up taking it all down. What they're going to do, they had most of it was correct in the one that we actually wanted, that had the variations. It had all the different colors. So they're going to continue tomorrow putting that back on here, and the ones that are missing, basically the ones that they gave us were the wrong boxes. They're going to source out back to the company that they received it from, so that we get the remainder of the tile, so we can complete the tile. So it's a minor, it's probably only a couple hours of setback. It's not a big deal. They're real fast with putting these tiles back on, and we'll get into that tomorrow. Well, anyway, these things happen. It's to be expected. And it's a good thing, I always tell you, to make sure that you're kind of on site, because maybe you'll see something that your contractor or your foreman or your workers don't see. And I picked that up really quick. I saw that, and I asked the foreman to look at it. He said, oh yeah, they don't match. So he was good. He called back up to the contractor himself, and we had a little discussion on the phone, and I think we have this all worked out. I hope we have it all worked out, because we want the same colors. We want to make sure everything, we don't want a checkerboard on. Remember, we're trying to make it look natural, very natural. Well, that's it for today, and that was your lesson of the day. Check your inventory when it comes in. Look at the numbers, especially when it comes to tile. I always did that when we built the house here. When Villa Feliz was being built, I always look at the batch numbers as I was picking it up a lot of times from the store, because sometimes in the store is the best place to catch it. Then they can correct it. They can make sure you got the right batch number inside there. That's it. That was a minor mistake. We're going to recover from that, and tomorrow is another day. So until tomorrow, if you enjoyed today's episode, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little MPID dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, from right here in the Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right, and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.
James is about to close this
Today's episode.